guys. Thought I'd give you guys a little update, and I was gonna show like her nighttime routine so you guys could get like an idea of what it's like, but I kind of did some of the stuff already, not thinking of doing the video, but I figured I'd give like a little update as best as I could. So here's Ave. Ave, say hi.
Hi.
Say hi, everybody. Thank you for praying for me.
I'm playing Honey.
Yeah, hi. And she's playing her xylophone over here as usual. So, she's been staying up really, really late, which I'm always up anyway, but it's been a little bit of an adjustment because it's a little later than I would like to, like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. But gotta do what you gotta do, so I just try to sleep, turning music off, sorry. Try to do the best I could do and get some sleep when I can, when Aiden's in school and when the nurse is here. So she basically has been doing really good. We just had our doctor's appointment yesterday with her GI, who's her main specialist, because it's basically stomach, gut stuff, intestinal stuff, like with the surgeries and everything. So she gained a lot of weight. When she went into the hospital, she was about 43, 44 pounds. Now she weighed in at 59.1. So that's a lot of weight. A lot of it is due to the TPN, which is over here, this bag, which I'm going to start in a few minutes. We're trying to adjust some of that stuff, and this is the pump for that. So that's what you'll hear beeping every few seconds, but it's because the battery's in and it's doing its thing. So that does tend to give a lot of weight because it has all her electrolytes and lipids, which are essentially fat. So she's gotten chunky. Right, Ave? Are you a chunky monkey?
Chunky monkey.
Chunky monkey. Right, honey? Say hi.
Hi.
Say how you doing, guys?
How you doing, guys? Good.
Say thank you for all your prayers.
Thank you for your prayers.
Right? She's my sweetie girl. So she did really good. The whole point is to up the down the TPN, up her feeds. So she was originally, when she came home, on 14 hours of TPN, still the 18 hours of her feeds, but the rate was lower. I think we started out at, I want to say, 75 or 85, and now we're up to 100. She's tolerating it really well, so that's really cool. Oh, excuse me, I'm still wearing this. But we want to go up on the feeds and down on the TPN because of that line being so bad for her and her getting so many infections. It's about 20 infections after over 50 lines, so that's a lot and abnormal. And the doctor even said, you know, we're lucky that she's still with us with all that she's been through, especially just as far as the line infections, because they do tend to eventually succumb to them. But we're doing good. We're not going to talk about that because that's not an issue. We've had a little trouble keeping her dressing on because it itches her, and changing the dressing has been horrible because she just is very sensitive to anybody touching any lines, whether it's her feeding tube, her colostomy tube, anything. She doesn't want you touching it. She doesn't want you near her, and having to change it constantly made her skin really rubbing, you know, raw alcohol on it is going to make your skin like kind of rough, right, honey? But so far so good. I let the nurse do it the other day because we've had such a hard time, you know, with Dad and I doing it, and he's pretty strong and she's still able to fight him off. So the one they put on last is lasting, but I had to do it like twice in one day at one point, and every time you open that up, it's, you know, a place for infection to jump in, which is not good because that's what we don't want. So we're doing a little better with that. She's this last doctor's appointment, they are going to go down to 10 hours of TPN, where she was at 14, then 12, now she'll be at 10, and just continue to go up on the feeds, and then hopefully eventually get off the TPN. The doctor said about 3 months roughly, but I'm kind of hoping we could go a little quicker because I really don't want to keep that line or, excuse me, keep using it. But she's tolerated. She's doing good, and the quicker we can get off of it, the better. So we're going to continue that way. She said everything else looks good. She's having a lot of anxiety being at the doctor. We don't like to even use that word in this house, but she was shaking and really upset me until I was holding her, and then she, calmed down a bit. And even with Ativan, which is an anti-anxiety medication, even with having that, she was still just shaking, her hands were sweaty. She knows when she's at the doctor's office. She knows when she's at the hospital, and she doesn't want to be there. So she started shaking, and